and welcome to another rhythm guitar lesson. And today we're going to look at some different types of time signatures. You don't always have to play in what's traditionally called 4/4 time. There are other types of time signatures you can play with. And today I'm going to focus on two of them in a very basic level, which would be the time signatures of 3/4 and 6/8. So to begin with, the first progression we're gonna play with are the following chords. We're going to do B minor into E minor into A into F sharp minor. So that's just a bar chord on the second fret with a minor shape on it. Okay, so with 3/4 we have 3 beats in each bar. So essentially it works like this. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so today we're just going to play around with a little bit of the faster 8th speed quavers, and we're also going to touch a little bit into the semi-quavers as well, 16 beats, so the more speed and even more speed. So let's first of all just add more to each beat of those 3 beats of the bar for each chord. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, let's try that together. 3, 4. Okay, and now let's try putting some quaver rhythms, 8th rhythms, into different parts of the 3 beats of the bar. So we'll put it into the second beat, so it will sound like this. Okay, let's try that together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this time let's try putting it into the quavers into beat 1 and beat 2, but leaving beat 3 as just a standard crotchet beat. So we're having more speed on beats 1 and 2 as well. So it'll sound like this. Okay, let's try that together. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this time let's put some 16th beats into the mix. Again, you can try this at home and doing whatever thing you really want to do on each beat, but we're just trying some examples so you get the idea of how playing in 3/4 works. So we're going to put 16th beats, so the even more speed, onto beat 2. So it'll sound like this. Let's try that again. Okay, so that was 3/4, so I'll just play in 3/4 now, putting 8th beats, quaver beats onto different points, semi-quavers, the even more and more speeds, and just feeling it as I go along with the chords of B minor, E minor, A, and F sharp minor. And if you want to play along as I'm doing that, then feel free. And notice how I put some of the offbeats in there with the 16th offbeats as well. You can do that. You can do that with more offbeats, so the 8th offbeats. it's the same principles work with 3/4 time as it does in 4/4 time. Okay, another type of time signature you can play around with is 6/8. 6/8 is different because your denominator of each beat is not a crotchet anymore. So 1, 2, that sort of speed. It's now quavers. So the more speed is actually your beat now, always. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sometimes you can we talked about accents in the previous lessons, and you can accent a little bit louder on beat 1 and 4 of the 6 points, and that kind of separates it into 2 parts, but it helps you stay in time with yourself. So for this progression, we're going to do D. I think we've done this before. It's going to be D, G, D, and A. Okay, so I'm going to count it, and it's I'll count 4, 5, 6 as the introduction to it, and then I'll play each beat down rather than down, up, down like that with which we have traditionally done with quavers. But this time we're going to do everything as a down strum. So it's going to sound like this: 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try that together. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's straight 6/8 quavers, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to put an extra even more speed into the second quaver. Okay, so the second beat essentially of these 6, we're going to add an extra speed to it, so it'll sound like this. Okay, let's try that together. 4, 5, 6. And again. Notice my slight accent on beat 4, just to emphasize the 6/8 feel. Okay, so let's try putting these semi-quaver, these 16th beats, even more speed. Let's put that on the 4th, just after the 4th quaver beat, the bar, and also on the 5th as well. So it will sound like this. Okay, let's try that together. So 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this time I'm just again going to completely non-thinkingly play some 6/8 rhythms with D, G, D, and A. And as I've said many times before, music is about non-thought, and if you can express in various types of time signatures with rhythm, that is the whole key to music. Just expressing yourself as much as you possibly can without thought. Okay, so here we go. 6/8 time, D, G, D, A. Okay, so different styles of music use these different types of time signatures, and just play around with it and see how you get on, and I'll see you at the next rhythm lesson.